For f***'s sake.
Hey, buddy.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
Hey, man. We're back in the kitchen, so I'm doing pretty well. And hello to all of our fans. We know you're out there.
Our
legions of fans.
Legions.
Legions of fans.
Yeah.
I think we pretty successfully cornered the mom and aunt market.
Yeah,
So-
that's the demographic we're always going for.
Yeah, so when you get the mothers behind you, the rest of the world will crumble. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
exactly, yeah. Hi guys. Sorry for last week for the technical issues.
Yeah,
Stephen.
these things happen. Hey, don't blame
They do
me.
happen.
Don't blame me. Blame Apple, blame Adobe, blame everyone but me.
Okay, yeah. I've got nothing to do with it anyway. So.
How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been alright. Weather's not turning nicely into spring and summer. I got my first call back for work, which is great.
Awesome.
Yay. Can't wait. I really enjoy
Work.
just
Woo.
getting up whenever I want. It's been great. Especially your wife pays for all the bills and everything. So
You're a kept man, huh?
I sure am. Yeah. So it's been, how's your week been?
Good. I've started driving lessons, so that's
Kill
something
anybody
I haven't killed anyone. I've had 2 lessons and I haven't killed anyone, and I've been out on the road driving. So pretty good stuff. But now I'm out on the road and, feeling pretty good because I have been putting this off for a decade.
Yeah. Should we just do some announcements first?
I only have one announcement, and that's a shout out to my dad bike. I'm going to ping up a picture. Bing! That's Dad making some soda bread based on the recipe. Well, I say based on the recipe. Actually, how this occurred was he watched the video and then messaged me and told me I was making my soda bread all wrong and I'm ashamed to the family and that he needs to sit me down and show me. So I challenged him. I said, you put your money where your mouth is, Mike, and you show me. And yeah, he did. Good job, Dad. Thanks for embarrassing me on the internet.
Yeah, great. Why didn't he come and join us for an episode then? Put his boat to shame.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Mike? You're getting called out. You're getting called out,
yeah. I'm calling him out from the safe place of London.
Hashtag shite in a bucket.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I just want to say thanks to Giovanna for the pasta recipe, just because she's Italian and she's helped out with it. That's it. Thanks, Giovanna.
Right. Rock and roll. So, this week on Cooped Up Cooking, we're heading to your favourite region of cuisine.
Yes, Italian. Love Italian.
La Cucina Italiano.
I honestly think it might come from Mario.
I said just before this episode, how long is it going to take before someone brings up Mario or does the hand thing? And we both just did it in the space of 5 seconds.
Yay!
All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get serious.
Yeah, let's get it. I love Italian food. I love the freshness of it.
Yeah.
So simple.
Yeah.
It's so there's so little ingredients in Italian cuisine, but whatever they make,
what you do with simple ingredients, and it's amazing. Yeah. And I'm the same. And we've put together a nice plan for the next 4 to 5 episodes to kind of, focus in on this and kind of show our favorite aspects of this of Italian cuisine.
Yeah, and to cut down on the time as well, because our episodes seem to be long.
That's why in this episode we're solely focusing on the rudimentary aspect of what we're going to be using going forward. It's making pasta. Making pasta. Yeah, exactly. So Like the ingredients are pretty basic. Myself, I've got some semolina flour, some Italian all-purpose 00 flour, eggs, salt, olive oil.
Yeah, one more. So, how easy is this going to get? Simple. I haven't got semolina flour because they're only selling it in 3 kilo bags. I love pasta, but not enough to buy 3 kilos of semolina.
Yeah, and I have 5 kinds of flour in the press since starting this show.
I know.
So I hear you loud and clear. But I suppose let's get cracking. So the way that the portions work out, so 100 grams of flour and 1 egg per serving. That's what I've been told. So what we're going to go with. So for myself with the semolina flour, I'm going to be using a quarter semolina and the rest all-purpose. So 300 all-purpose, 100 grams of semolina, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, I'm just going 500 grams of flour.
Yeah, sounds good.
Have you ever been to Italy? No.
I was in Rome for 1 day, but I was in the East Coast in a place called Pescara for three or 4 days at a wedding a good few years ago, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Such good food. I stayed at a place which was called an agriturismo, so it's a agricultural tourist spot. All the food was made there. All the pasta was homemade. All the olives were grown. All the olive oil was pressed there. All the wine was made there, and there was as much wine as you could drink. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, drinking literally wine by the jug first thing in the morning at a wedding. You're not doing too bad.
No, you're not.
It was amazing. I loved it. I'd love to go back.
I went to Rome and the Spanish Steps were closed. They were closed to the public. I was like, oh great.
Oh great.
Yeah. So I did go to Rome and I absolutely loved Rome. Loved it. I remember it was the World Cup. I remember sitting in a pub with just olives and beer and just being the happiest man. This is what I want. I love Italian food. I love all the freshness for it, and I love all that. They're so passionate about it as well.
That's it. You know, the Italians are famously a passionate people.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like the Irish in that respect.
Especially when you start putting pineapple on their pizza, and you can see how angry they get really quickly.
I'm going to offend an entire country. So when we come around to making pizzas at some point.
I love pineapple on pizza.
I'm sorry, Italians.
Are you putting your flour in a bowl? Are you going to mix it in a bowl?
I'm going to mix it in a bowl because I don't want to make a huge mess, and this is officially the first time I've actually tried this, and the advice I saw looking at recipes was do it in a bowl your first time. Are you doing it out of it?
Yeah, I'm doing it on the table because I have made pasta before, but it's been years.
Yeah. Okay, well, you are the chef, so give me this little accommodation and let me use a bowl.
Don't worry. So I'm doing 500 grams of flour, so I'm going to put 5 eggs in.
Yeah. So I've just put my flour into the bowl. I've made a well in the center, and I'm going to crack in my eggs.
Have you tried cracking an egg with one hand yet?
I did try cracking an egg with one hand during the week, and we'll see if I can do it here. And no, that is an absolute failure, and I'm going to have to take some shell out of my mix. But when I get it done, you'll be the first person to know. And then I did it right there.
Video proof.
Video proof that I'm not full of it.
I've never seen a man so happy about cracking an egg.
Yeah, there we go.
Busting a nut maybe, but not cracking an egg.
This is a family show, Luke. So, got my eggs in my flour in the well. I'm just going to add a teaspoon of olive oil, one teaspoon per egg, so 4 teaspoons.
Yeah. So you just combine the flour in.
Yeah.
My well's gone. My well's gone.
It's done. We're already making a mess of this.
It's all over the table.
A quick crack of salt, just a bit.
Oh, I'm glad people are going to see this mess that I've just created.
Once again, to our Italian friends, we apologize. We're trying our best, okay? There we go. So I'm just going to start slowly bringing this together in the bowl, working from the center of the bowl out.
Yeah, you just follow Stephen for this bit because I am all over the place.
That's allowed. Am I actually doing something right? Oh my god!
Look at the state of my hands.
Oh, I have something prepared for this. An Italian proverb called "Avere le mani di pasta frolla," which means to have pasta dough hands, as in your butterfingers.
Well, I definitely are as after making this pastry.
Yeah. So mine is it's kind of a flaky, floury combination. So at this point, I'm going to ditch my spatula and I'm going to get a pasta dough hands myself.
Oh, I've got another Irish product to show you today.
Oh, what's it this week?
Caramello.
Oh yeah, and that's just not like a normal caramel. That is the best caramel.
Yeah. I'm having 2 squares now. Oh yeah.
Right, well I'm going to tip mine out and I'm going to start kneading this. Yeah. Now the kneading is pretty important because that's we're forming our gluten, and that gluten is going to be what gives us a nice texture when we bite into the pasta later.
Look at you!
Yeah, I've been doing my work this week.
You've been really studying.
I've been studying. Yeah, I have. Yeah. So we're going to knead this until it gets to the texture of like smooth Play-Doh, and that should be that. So it's going to knead and keep kneading, and then knead some more. All right. Let me see your dough.
It is like soft Play-Doh.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna mold it into a disc, wrap it in cling film, and pop it into the fridge, and we're gonna let it rest, not prove, because there's no yeast. I listen to you when you talk. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
And, let it rest for a minimum of half an hour.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okie dokie. So how was your pasta?
Good. Been resting for about 45 minutes, I suppose.
Yeah.
Now, this next section is going to be quite boring for you because you have
a pasta machine,
a pasta roller. I'm doing this by hand. I'm like an Italian granny now.
Right. And do you have a place set up to dry your pasta? I found a nice little place to put my scale between the washing machine and the countertop.
Right, how am I going to do this? This is going to be so difficult. No, it won't be. All right. Yeah, okay. I hope I don't need anything in the press, but that is one pasta drying rack right there. Done in like 30 seconds.
Excellent.
You know?
So
right.
you've got a rolling pin. I've got a pasta machine.
I'll race you.
Okay, but if you do have a pasta machine, you want to start at 1, roll it through twice, fold it over, roll it through again, and then we're going to slowly turn on the dial all the way up to 8. So it's nice and thin. Yeah, thin bits of pasta. That's basically what I'm going to be doing. Just slowing it down, slowly rolling it into shape.
Now, what I'm doing here is I'm dividing my my dough into 4. Yeah, and I'm only going to roll out half of this. And the rest of it's going to live in the freezer.
Yeah, because this pasta dough can be frozen.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm just going to, on a lightly floured surface, just start drawing it out. And this is going to take a while. So kind of like when we were doing the gyozas. Getting this thin for me is imperative.
Yeah, this pasta machine would be great for gyozas.
Yeah, you could make your wraps in that in half the time that we were doing it.
So every time I'm putting it through the machine, I'm folding it over and re-rolling it again.
But yeah, you want it in around 2 millimeters. Now the pasta I'm going for is tagliatelle, so it's it's a thick noodle, but not too thick.
I'm happy with that, actually. Lovely thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Check this out. Yeah, that's going to make a nice batch of noodles for one person, I think. So I'm going to cut my first sheet, and to do that easily, I'm going to do a couple of folds, which I'll do here on camera. And between each fold, just to stop them sticking, I'm just going to sprinkle on a bit of semolina flour, and that should make this whole process just a little bit easier. Man, I can't wait to use this in a meal. I actually can't wait. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, there's something about making your own pasta. You know, I think I'm happy with that.
So I'm going to try and cut my noodles around 6 millimeters. In around that length, and it should give us 1 portion of pasta for 1 person. And then we hang that up to dry it, and there we go. That's homemade pasta, which is something I didn't think I'd ever actually make.
I'm glad you're living the dream.
I'm living the dream. I'm making something that people have been making for hundreds of years.
Yeah. Now, look at this, Stephen.
Oh, dude, that looks perfect. I was about to curse. That looks really good.
I'm just going to spread it out. Let it dry just a little bit.
Yeah, there we go. So that's pasta for 1, made completely from scratch.
It's like I'm peeping through the curtains.
Hey. Now, and I know this wasn't a flashy episode. I know there's no big tasting at the end. We probably have very little to put on Instagram, but I thoroughly enjoyed making this.
Yeah. I think this might be the new format. Trying out a new format of the show. Just so we can get across what we are like, why the ingredients are so good, why you should do this,
why it's important, and like where these things come from, and how enjoyable it is to take time out and actually make something like this from scratch that you would never ever do before.
Exactly.
So thanks for tuning in. And thanks, Luke, for talking me through this. And
it's all right. Thank you for doing all the work, because I didn't do any work this week. Again.
I have a lot more dough to roll out for our next couple of weeks. I won't subject that to our viewers, just rolling away. So tune in next week to see what we do with this and where this Mediterranean journey takes us. It's so exotic.
Italy. That's where it's going to take.
Italy, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
bye.
Ciao bello. Bye.
Ciao bella, Luco.
Aye.